Good morning, good morning, good morning. Can you guys hear me? Audio check. Okay. Is it coming clear? The audio? Clear. Okay. That is good. That's good. That's good. Well, happy Tuesday, everybody. Good morning, Brad. How are you, sir? James, good morning. Jose, how are you? Killer B, good morning. And Pat, how are you? Good morning, Juan. How are you, Juan? Cow Doc, good morning. All right, we got about 5 minutes. 5 minutes to the cash market open. Let's get this show on the road. We are going to start with the usual suspect, which is crude oil. Well. So the market had that captain setup that we talked about short on November 16th, multiple rotations in that direction. Now we're reversing that structure. So if we're looking at the trend line here, that's basically what you're seeing. Okay, so we broke it right here at 78, and we're trading above Globex. Globex is 80.22, so we're getting a bit of a bounce. Pullbacks are buyable against those two levels, 80.24. We're looking at 79.59, and also 79. So we're looking at those levels. Good morning, Ken. As a buying opportunity, but once we get there, we need the structure and a signal that will allow us to um, rotate backward. Target number 2 on the sequence is 82.72. Target number 3, 84.93. All right, so here, Russell 2000. All right. We're still trading within channel number 2 of the prior move, even though that we're oscillating here and we shifted the cloud, but the overall structure is still under that second channel, and that tells me that the market is still weak and consolidating. So truly, buyers will get excited, and you'll start picking up some momentum the moment we break above 1870. And then pullbacks become truly buyable. Now we're going through a pocket of buying interest against Globex of the prior day. So we want to see how the open shapes up. If we get to this level and reverse, then the target will be our Globex for today at 1842.5. Then target 1, target 2, and lower. Target 2 is 1826.1. So the market has some work to do in Russell, and I'm expecting the rest of the indices to mimic that type of behavior. We broke that channel from the prior day. The past few days, from the 16th onward to today, the market's been churning into a rotation lower. Target number 3, 1737.5, got hit. If the market closes at 1742.2, we are going to be looking for another rotation into Globex and lower, and then potentially breaking even to the 1717, then 1700. So the longs really need to start reasserting themselves in gold, and the way they would do it if they start printing 1765 and higher. ES, 2 minutes. All right, so On a 50 NT Rinko ES, it broke that channel number 2, and let me just draw that so that's channel number 1, and this is channel number 2, and the border of it is right here. Broke it, came and retested right here, came and retested again, and retested for the third time with that, and printed back up. That's bullish. That's just freaking bullish. It's just a function of, can we get to target number 1, and that's where momentum is going to happen. Okay, so the odds are on a day or a couple of days before Thanksgiving, things are going to be obviously a lot slower, but that is kind of the structure of the market. Globex is this number right here, 39.57.75, right here. So as long as we trade above that level, then the next rotation is going to close higher, then target number 1 is going to hit. So we're going to keep our eye on that. Pullbacks are buyable till proven otherwise. And here comes the cash market open. We'll do a quick inside day for the daily on NASDAQ, inside day on Globex, and inside day on ES. However, ES is stronger than NQ. It's stronger than Russell. That's the way the market is setting up right now. When we're looking at NASDAQ, NASDAQ 100, we see that we just came in and tested the 11 to the 10 to 01, excuse me. So that's the first level. Second level is actually Globex. So we need to see the market holding Globex 88 to 78. So those two levels need to hold for the longs. And we can go from there. Right now, they bounce off of it just twice. And we want to see how well they handle this structure. They're coming fast and furious so far. Remember, look at this zone that we are in, right? And that zone is the Globex zone. And that is an area where market consolidate and oscillate and breaks Globex and come back and challenge it. And this is an area of noise. So we need to be, extra vigilant when we are in this zone. And the trades that happen here are more of a scalp than anything else. So what would we expect the market to do if we're bullish here? We expect the cloud to shift positive and then a new harmony wave showing up with a signal at the beginning of the harmony wave. If that happens, then we can play the game. And if not, we will continue to be patient. All right, just remember, every day, in every way, I'm getting better and better and better as a trader. And every day, in every way, you are improving and getting better and better and better. That's the name of the game, is getting better. So let's stay focused, let's stay disciplined, and let's get the job done and go on with our day. Yeah, oh yeah, I saw that, Jose. Suarez, how are you? Good morning, good morning. Yeah, there was a captain setup switch trade with another captain setup failure here on the 30 NT Rinko. Jose was mentioning that. That's fine. I mean, that first half an hour, we're going to be kind of patient and wait. Good morning, Safe. How are you? Hey, Mike, how are you? Good morning. Good morning. Welcome to the room. Good morning, Gary. Good morning, Brad, James, Jose, and Ken. Good morning, Killer B, Mike, Pat, Safe. Good morning, guys. So now we're moving toward that second level and Globex. So the odds are they're going to try to flush it here. Yeah, let them do that. The 200 NT Winco and the 100 are out of sync. So what does that mean? That means the market is doing exactly what we expect it to do, which is to consolidate around the middle of the range and around Globex. Nothing here I would be interested in as far as going long. I would wait for the cloud to shift positive and the harmony wave to be on the upside and those two levels to be protected. Once that happened, then we can explore long. Now let's take another assumption here. If the market closes at 562, what would that be? What would the market tell us at that part? It will tell us that the market is doing similar pattern to what it did yesterday and the day before that, and the day before that, and the day before that, which is rally 1 to 3 to 4 candles, then reverse, and you will have a continuation trade that could push you even lower at that point. Now, that the ultimate target to this rotation, if that happens, is target number 2 and a little bit under target number 2 to 78, 478. If they decide that they want to hold Globex, then we're going to start punching back up toward the middle of the range, and that price will be 37.50, 62. So 62. So we'll get to 62.87 after that. So really, those two levels that we are at right now are very critical to the health of the rest of the day. If they fail the structure and break below the 62, 562 that is, then you're getting a short structure to short on rallies. And right now, it's not looking healthy. That's not what you want to see from this market. You're seeing target number 3 getting hit, and they're oscillating around Globex. I'm gonna post some orders just to make sure that my system is operating correctly. Order sent and order canceled. Okay, we're looking good. Reddick, good morning. Good morning. How are you? Yes, is definitely that's a good observation, um, Brad. Thank you, Reddick. Appreciate you, man. Thank you for your kind words. Good luck to you today. All right, so they're coming into those levels and they're not really holding the line. And we're waiting for the market to, at this point, to break into that 61. We're very close to it. Then target number 4 is going to be 538 at that point. What we're noticing right now is the divergence between what we're seeing in NQ versus what we're seeing in ES. See that 61 came in? Yeah, it was predictable at this point. So 61 and rallies are shortable. Now you have two levels, 50, 88, 88. To 98 and 13 to 23. But I mean, those are going to be swing trading levels. So one of those has to happen. Well, one of those need to happen if we're going to look into a swing trade, or if we can get a disconnect of this harmony wave and a reconnect of it. And if that happens, then we can take an opportunity at that time. Next target for this rotation is 34. 34 is the price that we're looking at as a target for this whole rotation. So the best thing to do is just to wait for a rally and look for an opportunity to go short. I mean, they're putting the captain set up long right here. We're not going to get involved in that one. Yeah, look at that. Yeah, the market is weak. There you go. Boom. And right there. That was the target. And the target hit. The unfortunate thing is, I mean, that failure is a signal. That failure right here was a signal. And target number 4 is hit. Just, it's not, this is not enough for me to jump in, especially in the morning. I need a bit more space between my entry and the target and not be that close to the target. So what's next here? I mean, you got two other levels, 63. There you go. Let's see, because they adjust every time we close. 63 to 73. Okay, we'll look at that one. Then Globex again. So what are we seeing here? We're seeing a bit of a bounce. That's fine. That's kind of what we're looking for. Target number 4 in the sequence is hit. Target number 5 is going to be 509. Then target number 6 would be 65.5. We want to see how well they test these levels. They disconnected the harmony wave, and we're looking for them to reconnect it. Also, that would be a sign to get in. So where is the next big target? There's a couple of them actually. One, so that'll be 512, which actually will lead us to 506 on the 20 NT Rinko. So 506, and then the 498, which is target number 2. That's the next big target. When we're looking at ES right here, we're going to see, we're seeing the disconnect, and we're looking for that reconnect again. We're basically a new harmony wave to show up. And ES, just remember, it's stronger than NQ. So I rather be short, if anything, in NQ than ES. All right, guys, let's see here. Do an audio check for YouTube right now. It looks like we had just a technical drop. So let me know you guys hear me over there. The good news that we're seeing right now is actually there's a little bit of movement. I mean, overall, there is a movement. The market reversed under glowbacks and pushed a target. Douglas, thank you. Appreciate it, man. Gold, 1777. Thank you. Appreciate it. Okay, so they put a captain setup long on the 50 NT Rinko. So if they close this candle at 551, the odds are we're going to see a push to 60 and 65 with a stop under 30. So they're trying to stabilize the price right here. And as long as they continue to hold on to 26. Here you go. That's the entry point right here at 40, 40 half. Let's see if we could get back up there to 50. Then from there to 60. I'm gonna be definitely watching this, not necessarily trading it right here. But that signal is a long signal. The market needs to, if they break anything under 31 or 30, actually, this structure will collapse lower. So that 50 right here, typically these type of trades will go for 1 to 2 candles to the upside. But the fact that they came in that, I mean, literally within a few ticks of closing that candle, tells me that this market is still struggling. So right now they need to break that 50, or otherwise that whole structure is going to collapse below 20. Here it comes. Yeah, they're trying. They're trying, and we're watching. And we're but at the bottom end of the Globex band as well. As far as news, today we have, well, actually we have a couple of things going on here. At the top of the hour in 5 minutes, we have Richmond Manufacturing Index. So that's going to be an important piece. Then at 11, well, at 9, at 10 o'clock Central Time, FOMC member Mester speaks. Then at 1:15 and 1:45 our time or Central Time, we get George and Ballard speaks. That's FOMC. So, I mean, there's a few things out there lingering. So here comes that 50. They're really trying to hold that captain setup. So now the next target is going to be 65 to this rotation. Here comes the 60. Yeah, 65. Let's see if we get there. I mean, that 65 is a big area for the shorts, and that's going to be a natural area for us to kind of migrate to as a target. Oh yeah, that was a good one. To be honest with you, that one right here. because really if they close that candle lower, I mean, then you got a captain set up short, and the 50 entry wrinkle will close. So it's just really a low risk entry. And not only that, but you're at the bottom end of the Globex band. These are NT wrinkle candles. They are very specific. They are range charts or range candles, and they work per tick. So like, for example, 20 tick and 10 tick, meaning that every 2.5 points or every 10 ticks, the market will close the next candle and the next candle and the next candle. And the reversal is 40 ticks, basically, which is 10 points. So 20 multiplied by 2. 58. 8 and 8, 16. Can I explain that? So 31 to so it's about 40 ticks. Because we have that wick, that value changes, but so what you're looking at, T4 Trader, is wrinkle bars, but they are specific to NinjaTrader, and they are different in the way that they factor in reversals in a different way than a typical wrinkle bar. It gives you that wick, which is a lot of information, and that information gives you more signals actually that we look at. Now here, what we're seeing is they reversed it. So we got close to the 60, and they're retesting it one more time. So what is important? What's important is 556.75. Why? If we get back up there again in the next candle here, there'll be a captain setup switch trade on the 50 NT wrinkle, and that is buyable on pullbacks against the 37. So we'll see if that materializes. If we break anywhere under 31, then we're leaving this alone. So you could tell that they're trying so much to protect the bottom end of the Globex band, and they're putting on another switch trade, Brad. Good job, by the way. Good job, Cow Doc. There you go. Back up there. Oh, man. I'm going to... come on. Give it to me. Okay, well... Did not get my fill at 56. Did not get my fill on 56. Let's see if we can get back with a retracement toward the 50. Yeah, the market moved a little bit fast here. We're expecting the price structure to start moving toward 70 and 76 with a protection price at 44. That's a captain setup switch trade, guys. That should be a push. I just didn't get the price that I want, which is 56. And I don't want to, I don't want to catch it on the way down. I want to catch it on the way up. So I'm going to pass on this trade and just look for another one. If I don't get my premium entry, I'm not playing. Well, here you go. You're going to make some money, Brad. I mean, that's just simple. Good work. 76 coming up. Good job. 76 hit. Boom. You're making good money today, Kyle. Brad. Cow Doc. Target number 3 is a good spot. I mean, that's a captain setup short right here. They're putting against Globex. So they're retesting this area that we talked about, the 63 to 73. And we want to see on this test if they make a lower high and reverse the cloud to negative again, because that will set the stage for a rotation lower. Okay. I needed to be a little bit more aggressive with this price structure at 56. That was the good entry here. Good morning, Adam. How are you? Are you out of that trade, Brad? Anybody else that jumped in? All right, they're punching it back up to Globex. Okay, so Jose and Brad got in. Good deal, good deal. Good job, guys. What was your prices on that? $48. Oh, right. Oh, you took that. You took that switch trade, and you took the captain 50, 75, and you stuck around for the switch trade or no? That's fine. That's fine. But just that's okay. I mean, you made money on that rotation, but once the market gave you that switch trade, that's a re-entry for you, Jose. So jump back in. He's good. So we hit that zone right here, which is the 88 to 98, and they're fading it. So you got to see how they're handling the run back up. If the market goes back up to 613, then the whole structure is back to consolidated with a long bias. So 613 is almost like an area for the shorts to defend. Actually, where we at is also a big area for the shorts to defend. They have to. And they have to shift this cloud to negative and establish a new harmony wave. But the market here, what we recognized, and that's where we start calling out some long signals, is the switch trade. They put on a captain setup on the 50 NT Rinko, which is a long formation. They put a switch trade right here on the pullback, another switch trade on the pullback. And then at 56, they put on a captain setup switch trade, which is really a very good high quality signal right here. And then you got those rotations back up to target number 3, pull back to target number 2. They put a reversal candle, which is a trigger railroad long, ran up to Globex, and they're doing the same thing here in a way. We're hitting resistance area or area of distribution, and the market is reacting to it. So we need to be patient here. They put a high and a lower high, but that's not good enough. We need to see the cloud shift and also a new harmony wave short. Yeah, Brad, they're chugging along, but they're struggling here a little bit. So you gotta be careful of trying to go long, or even going short right here. I mean, right here is choppy in the middle of the range, which is Globex, and they're gonna spend a little bit of time here figuring out what they want to do, and in that choppiness, we do not want to be involved, none whatsoever. So I'm gonna let the market sort itself out here. We want to see them how they handle Well, it's exactly right. That's exactly right, Brad. We need to see north of 13 to be anything serious about being long. I mean, at these levels down here, I mean, we had a very legitimate structure. That captain setup, then captain setup switch trade. I mean, that is a legitimate structure. Even here, you got another switch trade, and they're putting on another switch trade. Here you go. I mean, they're working the shorts up here. They're working them. We're hitting a whole number here, so you may get a little bit of resistance, but the market is firm. It's firm. It's firm in this area. Well, you may get that 613. Target number 4 is 610 half. Target number 5 is 683. Target number 6 is 667. Pat, you said something. Let me see here. Pat, 63 relative volume on ES. And you say in comparison to other day, we're 63% of what typically is the volume. Okay, so 30-day average, we're 63% of that. Okay. I mean, it's Turkey Day coming up. People are gonna fatten up. Not as many traders are out there hunting this thing. So yeah, I would assume the volume is going to be relatively smaller than a typical day or typical rotation of 30 days. But the good news, we got action. We got action. Market is moving. People are making money. It's okay. In many ways, sometimes when the market is doing these type of patterns, it's more manageable trading. Like you're not getting too many rotations, and the rotations that you're getting are kind of solid, and they move and they sustain themselves. So target number 4 is 610 hit, and now here we go, 613. So now pullbacks are buyable. On a swing trade basis, I mean, they're obviously buyable right here on that captain setup switch trade signal. All right, so let's see what levels we're talking about here. It's the first level, 62. How we doing, Suarez? T4 Trader, Douglas Gold, Radic, any trade? Juan, how are you? Any trades? Target number 4 is hit again, and let's see how they're going to handle this. So what is the market telling us here? When they came to the bottom end of the Globex band, they picked up a bid. When they, most likely as we approach the top end of the band, they're going to pick up some sellers. And that top end of the band is going to be the 38 to 48. That's a good hit. That's a good hit. Good job, Juan. James, how are we doing today? Okay, James. Yeah, no problem. I'm just checking on you, making sure everything's okay. once we cross 593. Yeah. Look at them. They're putting a captain setup right here long. They want to see how they're holding on to that one. Right now at this target, I'm looking for pullbacks into glowbacks, and we want to see how these two levels will hold: 88 to 78, 63 to 53. We want to see how that market is holding on to it on a swing trade basis. Now, what they can do is they can disconnect the harmony wave and reconnect it, and that would be an entry to a re-entry to go long. So it's a patience game right now. Yeah, they're spending a lot of time. Yep. What's going on, Gary? Okay. Yeah. Okay. So we're coming up to glowbacks. Yeah, Adam, things are just they're spending some time right here. Things are slowing down as well. But pull back to the 88.78. We're gonna test for strength, and also we're gonna look for a harmony wave to establish itself for a potential entry point. So those are the two levels that we're looking at. Then obviously you got the almost like a last line of defense for the longs are going to be that 63 to the 53. All right, how's everybody doing so far? Doing a check. It's 9:30, the first hour of the day. Adam, Brad, Gary, James, Jose, how we're doing? Ken, Killer B, Mike, and Pat. No trades for Ken. Okay. Adam got chopped up a little bit. Okay. No trades for James. Hey, $18. You're up $18. That's good. That's a couple of coffees from Starbucks. I wouldn't call that a bad day. Yeah, take what the market gives you. Here you go. Gary's up $20. Okay. So on that one, Jose, you when the market does this kind of thing at a big target, like a target number 4, typically between target number 4 and target number 5, the most fading behavior from the prior trend tends to happen. So you really want the signals to be between entry and target number 1 when it comes to captain setups, all the way up to target number 3, and before you get to target number 4 are good spots. You and for these captain setups, you want them to happen in a couple of ways. Either here at the beginning of a new harmony wave, or the market sells off into this area and produce a captain setup. Those are higher probability, and if you can get them to happen in this area between entry point to target number 3, that's how you want to see these things. Here we go. Pat is up money, up $4. That's a cup of coffee right there. Congratulations, man. And in days like this is not a not a bad thing at all. And really, the trading day is not, it's not bad. It's not, there's no such thing as a bad trading day. It does not exist. What it is are you in harmony with the market that you see, or you're not? And that's just basically what it is. Good job, Reddick. 6 trades, 216 profit. Trading micro. I'm assuming you're trading micro, right? And thank you for your kind remarks. Yeah, brother. I am no guru, but what I am somebody that loves trading, and I love trading with all my heart. But I appreciate you, Radek, for these nice comments. I really do. Well, part of the process, Pat, is once when somebody joins and we go on private trading sessions, and minimum once a week and sometimes twice a week, and we give you the concentrated version of looking at the market, through the Harmony trading system. So this way you clearly understand how to operate. If you're just watching, you pick up things along the way, but you don't have the skill set yet. Yep, that's all you need, actually. Apex. I mean, you have Apex. They give you Ninja Trader login for a login. I mean, you have volume profile. Ninja Trader has volume profile. I mean, that you could. That's just probably a third party um, indicator. Are you talking about like Delta, or just the ladder? Yeah, that's an indicator you can get on Ninja Trader. Ninja Trader is one of the most professional softwares for future trading that you'll ever use. It has a lot of um, features that others don't necessarily have. Very flexible in execution. It has a good automated systems that you can develop. Um, and we're working on few. Yeah, cumulative delta, and yeah, I have Sierra chart too. I mean, I play around with that, but as a backup. So what? Well, I mean, Sierra charts have its own advantages that I've been. I'll be honest with you. Let me tell you one thing. In fast in some fast markets, I've seen Sierra chart do fairly well in a fast market. That doesn't mean Ninja Trader does not do well, but I know Sierra chart because the way they built it uh, really processes information fairly quickly. So that's why I actually have it as a backup just in case um, Ninja Trader stops for whatever reason. Yeah, you pay for the data, and you pay for their Denali, and you pay for a bunch of other things. I mean, they make their money. They're you think it's free. Ain't nothing free out there. Yeah, yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. The majority of the markets are not breakout markets or breakdown markets. It's a market that is in the middle. So that's how you measure a health of a system, is when the market is spending 80% of its time in a range. How do you perform? I mean, you want to see choppiness? Let me show you choppiness. That's choppiness. Like we have, this is the daily chart. You're looking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 days in a row. Outside this day and that day, really everything else has been in such a tight range. Or on a daily perspective. Now there's within that multiple rotations that we took advantage of it. But if you ever want to measure the health of your a system that you're trading, take it to a market that looks like that and ask yourself, how are your signals are operating and working. And the key to any system is its flexibility. Is it flexible enough to handle range bound markets, which pretty much 80% of the time you are in a uh, range market. Even on trending days, the market spends most of its day in a range before it breaks up. So that's where most people get chopped up, in those ranges, because most people don't, their system don't recognize a range till it's after the fact, which is too late. And the key to a lot of that is not, in hindsight, look at it and say, oh well, that was a choppy market. Well, I mean, it's too late. You already got chewed up in a choppy market. So the flexibility within the system to understand that we are entering a choppy market, then you need to stay away. So that thought process, you see it, you stay away, you don't experience it and you go back and say, I should have not have traded this. It's too late. You already got chopped up. So what makes the difference between those two things is how robust your trading system in identifying choppiness. So how do we identify that? Whenever the 200 NT wrinkle and the 100 NT and the 100 are out of sync, automatically that is an alert to me that the market is entering a choppy consolidative phase. So that is a visual, clear way. Then obviously there is the if the cloud is opposite to that structure, that's also a sign, and many other things that we look at. But when you see that disconnect, that is automatically, that tells me, hey, okay, it's time for me to sit and watch and gather information. And even when the market does this and disconnect between the 200 and 100, there are signals within the system that we can take advantage of. And, example, what happened today, where the market was short here and short, but we hit a counter trend where most people who are here are looking to short some more for a continuation, but the market gave us a captain setup, then a captain setup switch trade. Right there, that's a sign that the market is reversing. So now, where most people are still fading and looking for a short, the market here at 70 disconnected, not actually at 70, yeah, at 70 disconnected, and at 50 and 58 give us a buy signals. And then we disconnected from the idea of being aggressively short. So, I go back to what I was saying earlier. How robust is your system? And it needs to be robust to identify trending and to identify consolidation. And it gives you enough time to stay away from the top of market you are not interested in trading. I'll give you another example. This Globex band that you see here. The Globex band, one of the reasons I created that Globex band is I was like, okay, whenever I see the market in and around Globex, that it's almost like the market is in a balance area, like in and around a VWAP. It's just sitting there and churning, and you see it's churning back and forth, back and forth. That immediately, whenever we are in this band, and let me enlarge it right here. So you see the top end of that band and the bottom end of that band. Whenever the market is trading in that area, and especially around Globex, that is a telltale sign that the market is consolidated. And I have to treat the price action here in this zone differently than when the market is shooting above it or shooting below it. That's when the market becomes trending. Right when you're in that band, and that applies to ES and everything else that we trade. But once you are clearing this area, then you'll start seeing, you see breakouts, then you see pullbacks into it, then that holds, and then you start getting a market that runs up. But when you start seeing that structure, you start knowing that the market is now in a trending mode. So it gives us a lot of clues to what phase in the market we are at. And that by itself is a win for me. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, no, I understood what you're saying, Jose. Yeah, that was an entry, Ken. I'm sitting here talking. So the market came up to that level, almost to the tick, and to glowbacks, and now shifted, give us a uh, uh, harmony cloud, excuse me, harmony wave, and a new cloud upward, and now boom. And that was a railroad long right here. And we're hitting target number 2. So continuation is happening. Market is continuing its move. It's the same thing on ES. It's 100 ticks, not 100 points on ES. So it's 25 points, which is 12 and a half points on each side. Jose, I'm pulling it up for you so you could see. So we've been talking about how strong ES is throughout the day, and you could tell. I mean, this is an example. I mean, let me darken that thing for you so we could see it a little bit better. 20. All right, here we go. So that's the Globex band for ES, and you could tell. Look, market gets right to the top of that, gets faded to Globex, runs up. I mean, you run it up multiple times, so a couple of times here to the top end of it. So 1, 2, 3, and a 4. Even here, they try to kind of get people to fade, then they blow them out of it. They come and retest to the tick, and they dig in it, and then boom. So when you see that behavior and now higher lows, that tells you that the price action within that band is very informative, because ultimately what are you looking for in your trading? You're looking for information. You're looking for information. The more relevant information you have, the better decisions you make. You can get actually into too much information, and that's counterproductive too. So you just need just enough relevant information so you could make a quick decision. Radek, it's okay. I mean, the market is always a giver, so wait 5 minutes. They're going to come in with another signal for you. See that, the 200 and the 100 are in sync, and then the market comes and give you a new harmony wave, and they give you a signal at the beginning of it, and that signal is a railroad long with an entry at 610.75 and a stop of 602. Market runs up to target number 2. Target number 3 in this sequence is 11,657. For just a moment. We're back. Oh, that one down here, Brad? Yeah. All right, what we can see here is the 200 and the 100 are in sync, and the market is just literally coming into the top end of the Globex band and bouncing right back up. So that's strong. And target number 3 is 657. Then what happens after 50? 63. So you get to 63, you close this candle, then you got a potential move to the 87 after that. Yeah, that trade is not necessarily late to the party, Brad, because the 200 and the 100 were in sync, and you came and tested the swing trade level, and you tested it once, twice, 3 times actually. Then you reversed into a new harmony wave. So that's as decent. That's what we're looking for. Now you're getting another wave up. do have Mester speaks, FOMC member Mester speaks right now. So he should be talking. Then later on, we got two more, George and Bullard, as a speak. So the market may just simply start acting in and around those peaks, just if they get any guidance from the Feds on future action. Bullard is the most weighted one. Why? You guys hear me? Yeah, 50 NT Rinko captain set up short. That's what I was saying. You had a captain set up short on the 40 and the 30, and now the 50. And so you're getting a structural distribution here. They keep hitting that level, bouncing back and oscillating. So you got a couple of levels that need to watch. Need to watch for the 12 to the 02. The longs need to protect that. Then the next level is Globex. Okay, thank you, Gary. Thank you, Gary, for sharing that. Now we got a situation here where 625, if we break 625, that will put on a captain setup switch trade short. Well, where did we do that at today? Let's take a look. Right here. What did the market do? It was I mean, this is another example of the importance of the Globex bands, because right here they put our captain setup switch trade and rallied the market all the way back up to the top end of the Globex band, and here they put on a captain setup short. We want to see how they test that. I mean, if they reverse this candle and close at 625, they're pretty much are doing the same formation that they did early on, but on the opposite side, and they will most likely bring it back down to the middle of the range. So be very conscious of multiple areas, the 56 and a quarter, the 50.75. If that level holds and we don't close this candle higher, then we have a potential of breaking into the 25 and producing that signal. Even if they close this candle and run up a little bit, you want to see sometimes they retest it differently. They'll get there and then they fade it with the one candle reversal. So right here is a great area of interest for us. I mean, here we go. They closed it. So that formation is not duplicating the prior one, but maybe we'll get a different look. Maybe we'll get a run up and then a one candle reversal. That still will be good as far as a short and as far as a fade, because any short that you would have will have a stop literally one tick above 56 and a quarter, will be 56 half. And also, if we break 622, so 625, then 622, guess what will happen? 70 NT Rinko captain setup short. So now you'll have a captain setup on the 20, excuse me, not the 20, the 30, the 40, the 50, and the 70. Yeah, jump in. I ain't telling you to do anything, but that's good. It's worth taking a risk there. Yeah, that 50 NT wrinkle, you really got to break that 632. We break that 632, then that's going to start a sequence that will test the 23, the 25. We get that, we're going to be testing the 23, and that will flush the price towards 610 and potentially Globex. So you're really gonna you're really eyeing that 32 right now, Omer, and we want to see what the market has to offer us at that point that can generate, signals on the downside. I mean, we already have a captain. Like I said, we got a captain set up on them. Full short on the 40, on the 30, on the 50. We'll get the 70 on a break of 23. So that is that's important to see. Here it comes. So you got that 32. The sellers are coming. Sellers are coming. It's 25 coming up into the 23. That's what has to happen. You got yourself 10 points. I mean, if you have a little bit patience and you have multiple contracts and you wait for the 23 to show up, you may get a big move into the 610s and 600s, then eventually to the 90. And that 23 looks like it's coming up right now. No, Ken, if we get to the 23, which we're about to, you need to see a pullback. I mean, otherwise you're risking 23 all the way to 56. So it just depends on your risk tolerance. And here it comes. So rallies are shortable. I mean, on a scalping basis to that 610 with a stop against that 50. So that's an inception trade there, Ken, right here at that 25. And the expectation is to see 610. Target number 1 is hit. Target number 2 is actually 602. I mean, they're putting a switch trade right here, which is really a bit of a pause. As long as that 50 continues to hold, then we got a shot at the 610 to the 600. So they started a harmony wave, and they're closing it right here. So any rally up, we needed to fail into a new harmony wave, short. Yeah, just make sure that you're pocketing some money, that you're not just sitting here through that whole thing. So this captain setup short at the top end of the range, that 49.50, let's call it 50, it needs to hold. if they test 40, I mean, like really 40 needs to hold too. So between where we at right now, which is 31 to 40, that whole range right here needs to hold. The sellers need to come in like right now. Here they come. That's a good sign. Now we need to get back to that 22 and produce us another signal short right there, and that will get us another new harmony wave short. So that's what we're looking for right now. There's a new harmony wave short in this zone. So when we look at the 200 and the 100, they both are in sync on the long side, right? The only reason why we are talking about shorts and fading here is because, I mean, we have basically across the board multiple captains set up shorts that just produce, and those are strong signals. So that tells me that, yeah, the environment is, I should be looking for longs. However, the other structures that are presenting themselves in the market right now, it tells me to scalp the shorts based on those captain setups or stay away from this market altogether. So I got those two choices. And now we're seeing another, switch trade right here. So that 41 is holding. That's a good sign. You start breaking anything below 22, then things are kind of start to pick up some momentum. In and now. It's like watching paint dry here. Yeah, break that 18. I'll be big. What's going on with that? Is it another COVID deal? Press Secretary Karen Jean Pierre. Well, what are we doing here? I don't know, Gary. I thought that was a big thing, but it don't look like it's a big thing. All right, so what are they doing here? They're just very quietly oscillating, consolidating. We need to get a harmony wave right here, right in this spot. So we need this candle to close lower. We need to start expanding and generating a harmony wave. If that happens, that will be the trigger that will get a flush to that 610 and 602. The 50 is a stop to this rotation. And things are kind of very slow all of a sudden, right? No, we're not getting a lot of momentum going on. So we're about 9 minutes to the top of the hour. And so far, for today, the 22nd, I have 0 trades. And since the beginning of the month, we've been consistent. I think we had whatever that is, 15, 16 sessions in a row. We had one expense session. The rest of them are profit. And part of me not trading today or hasn't put, I actually attempted one trade and did not get filled and I didn't chase it. And we may end up getting an actual entry point right here. I may take that one, but here we go. Come on, baby. Let's go. That flush below the 22 would make it happen. Yeah, it's going to happen. You need ES to close the 81. They do that, then we're going to get a flush in NQ. Here it comes. And we're starting to have that Globex, not Globex, but that harmony wave. We need that close in ES at below 81. Yeah, they're not doing it. So just protect yourself here. Make sure you protect yourself, that you're not too overly invested in the short side, because it's supposed to be a scalp to that 610, 600, and there's lack of momentum, and they keep buying it. You have all these captain setups that we're talking about, but at the same time, we have an expectation. I mean, by now we should have on the 70 NT Rinko closed to that 610. So just make sure that you're not hyper invested on the short side, and you're protecting your risk in this area. There's a disconnect between what we expect to happen and what's happening. Now, if they decide to come into that 622 again shortly now, then that would put us in a better position for a continuation trade to these levels that we talked about. But they need to be doing it like almost now. They need to break that 622, 620. Our guys on YouTube and Facebook, Trade Arcade, Twitter. Definitely appreciate you guys spending your day with us. And like, subscribe, share, comment, share a link of our stream to others that would benefit from this information. Hopefully, this has helped you in some way. Yeah, see, they're not like they generated the harmony wave and they did not give us an entry in it. And like right here, look at that. I mean, that 50 is such an important level. We don't want to see the price action get back to 50, and they're about to. Like a momentum market does not look like this. It just simply does not. When you get a captain setup short after multiple captain setups across the board in the 50s, in the 40, in the 30, you are expecting the 23 to happen, maybe a retracement to 31. On extreme cases, you get a retracement to 41, and then a complete flush to that 600. And that's not the tone of the market right now. That's not the behavior of the market right now. So that tells me that there's a disconnect between what I'm expecting to happen versus what's happening. And also, when you look at the bigger picture, the 200 and the 100 are in sync on the long side. Okay. I should be looking for longs, but they're putting so many distribution and captain setup shorts up there. So that's why I started to think in terms of short, but I needed information. I needed more out of this market. So it's not over yet. I mean, they could come up to where they came and then flush it. I've seen that happen. Rare that they do this and not close above 50. But I mean, you're getting into, a market around the holidays where things gets a little bit sluggish, and this is a sluggish behavior. Yeah, we're 1 minute to the top of the hour. So the rest of the week, Wednesday into Friday of this week, we're going to be off for Thanksgiving. We're going to be spending it with friends and family, and just kind of unwind and relax. I'm actually leaving after this stream to go hunting, which I'm pretty excited about. So yeah, it's taking a little bit of a break is not bad. It's fun. It's actually recharges the battery and gets you good and ready for next week into Christmas and the end of the year. So happy Thanksgiving to all the people that celebrate it, and take some rest, relax, enjoy the fruits of your labor. Keep getting better and better and better at trading every single day. It's a process. And also, we're going to be sending an email on our Black Friday promotion that we will be doing. So just keep a lookout for that email. We do this like maybe once a year. So keep a lookout on that. Gold, 1777. Yep. Take care. Happy holidays to you. And you guys have a blessed one. Precision is a decision. And always trade in harmony. And we will see you on the next one. Adios. Adios.